Hello and welcome back to this brand new video. If you're new around here, my name is CryptoTalks and I make daily technical analysis and price news. If you're returning, welcome back. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about Polkadot and its news. And if you want more of these types of videos, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't seen already, in this top right, I'm giving away $50 worth of Bitcoin. And with that, let's go on into the video.
Hello everyone. So we start off as always with some market analysis and trying to figure out what the entire sentiment of the market actually is. So if we look at Bitcoin right now, it's currently up 1.52% and currently trading at above 10,800 mark and just surpassed the market cap of 200 billion. And the entire altcoins are fairly bleeding, and I think this is to take some profit on Bitcoin as it surpasses that 200 billion mark. That's entirely the general sentiment, if I do say so myself. People are selling their altcoins and trying to get into Bitcoin, and it's resulting in a 1.52% increase. I think with that, we should get onto some general news before we start off with some Polkadot news. So all the links that will be used today will be in the description below if you guys want to get ahead of yourselves and watch it or read it before you watch the video. So with this, let's just get started. COVID-19 vaccine will spark Bitcoin crash, says Rich Dad Poor Dad's author. So this is what Kiyosaki says: a vaccine crash will be Bitcoin buying opportunity. What happens when a vaccine is proven? Gold, silver will crash. Buying opportunity, he wrote. Continuing, Kiyosaki argued that the virus was masking the real issues at stake for the United States economy in particular, with 26.7 trillion US dollars in debt according to Monitoring Resource US National Debt Clock, much of which appeared via stimulus measures since COVID-19 hit. The country is now considered to be bankrupt. Real problem, not pandemic. Real problem, massive US debt. US bankrupt, 28 trillion balance sheet debt, 120 trillion off-balance sheet social obligation, the tweet reads. So I think this is all a given by Kiyosaki. So coming into all of this with the Fed and Bank of England printing trillions of dollars by quantitative easing, you do have a loss of investor confidence, and this was all due to 19. So if there was a breakthrough of a working vaccine, it would allow everyone to kind of return back to their jobs and allow them to make money, I guess, and we won't have any more quantitative easing or not as much trillion dollars, and investor confidence in stocks would regain rather than these safe haven assets such as these gold, these silver, and what could be considered as Bitcoin. What that exactly would lead to is people buying more of these stocks and less cryptocurrencies. It could be a potentially beautiful extreme buying opportunity, but on a similar note, on the other side of the spectrum, we have this. AstraZeneca's COVID trial pours a reminder of huge challenges in race for vaccines. And I think this is a kind of a reminder that although we are in a race, we will have difficulties, and this crash may not happen just yet, and we are in phase 3 of many trials. And that does mean we will have a bearish sentiment in the crypto market, but as you can see here, we won't be having it just yet. And I think that is itself a bullish scenario right now. You can create some profit, and eventually, if you can time it right, which a lot of us can't exactly because timing the market is a difficult situation. And I think if you can eventually time the market, you will be able to gain a lot of profit. In the last 7 days, we have had a 6.1% increase, and we have had some consumer confidence for Bitcoin to increase. If you can look at the volume itself, we are having a large amount of volume, greater than 7.5 billion, which is massive. And I do believe that we will continue with this. And why do I believe that Bitcoin will still continue to grow? It's because of this article. The US has thrown more than $6 trillion at the coronavirus crisis. That number could grow. And of course, this entire sentiment of Bitcoin being a safe haven will continue, and transfer of value, a store of value, will continue, and more people will try to put their money into Bitcoin to try gain some profit, and you will have some selling eventually. But the actual idea is more people will put their money into Bitcoin to consider it as a safe haven such as gold. And the more people that will, the scarcity will increase, as we do only have a max supply of 21 million and we are at the 18.5 million. And I think as more people do get into Bitcoin, we will have a larger price increase. And I think that could be aided with this 19 scenario. Moving on to some Polkadot news. So this is an article by Cointelegraph, and again, it will be in the description below. China's blockchain service network integrates 3 more public chains. And I think straight off the bat, this is an extremely bullish scenario. If a global economy such as China is adopting these public chains, it will be a bullish scenario for all of us. The more people that will be using these blockchain services means the more adoption, the more buyers, the less sellers, and scarcity will increase. And this relates back to Bitcoin. The scarcity will increase, and as Bitcoin increases in price, it will lead to a massive run up, and Polkadot will move up as well. But not just Polkadot, every other cryptocurrency, altcoin will move up. The entirety of the article is talking about the adoption of 3 other chains, but for us Polkadot fans, I'm not exactly sure what they're called. Us fans, if you do know the name, please let me know. And it states BSN is reportedly exploring the collaboration with Cosmos and Polkadot to build its interchain communications hub, also known as the ICH, at the moment, which we want to become a standard protocol for dApps from different chains to call each other with several lines of codes. And I think this is the more important part for all of us, the potential to collaborate with Polkadot. The more people that will be adopting Polkadot's fast services and everything, with more partnerships, you do see more limelight, and more limelight means more time in the spotlight. And I think with that, you do have a potential room for growth. And right now, we do have a large room for growth. We're only at this $5.15 level. And in the next few months, stroke weeks, as more partnerships and more adoption occurs, we will have a large uptick in price. Furthermore, we do have this article, and it says 4 hot new projects built on the Polkadot blockchain. Polkadot has been one of the most talked about blockchain projects of 2020, achieving a 3.5 billion valuation and appearing as a contender to Ethereum. So the 4 projects that have been built on the Polkadot blockchain are MantraDAO, Akala, Acropolis, and Sora. There's much more description in the actual article, which will be linked below. Individually, it may not mean too much, but as a combination, there are projects being built on Polkadot and there are partnerships occurring in the short term of the future. And I think that's exactly what makes it as a Ethereum contender. As time progresses, you will have more partnerships, and that will mean more limelight and more spotlight away from Ethereum. And furthermore, Ethereum average gas price chart is right here, and it is in the description below. And I think most people, when they will be trying to develop on a blockchain platform, you will be seeing how much it costs, as cost is a very key factor in it all. And if it costs too expensive, as if you can see right here, the average gas price was 581 Gwei. And most people won't be willing to spend too much on it, and so they will transfer to a better platform. I think Polkadot is a valid platform to build upon. All that's left is to do some technical analysis on it all, and that will be the end of the video. From the face value, we are in a very upward movement, and we are reaching a double bottom, and that could lead to potential price rise. And the next target for a potential line of resistance is the $5.59. And if we do breach that, the next point of resistance could be the $6.79 or the $6.35. On the other side of the spectrum, if Bitcoin does have a bit of a crash, the next point of action and potential line of support could be around the $4.19 level, and what we previously reached of $3.50. Moving on to 17th of September, the next day, we do have a bit of a triangle, and I think we do have a moment of bidirectionality. I think we could move further upwards or further downwards, so I think moving or waiting for it to move would be the best potential, and if it does move further downwards, I think that could be a great buying opportunity. Of course, if you are willing to take a bit of a risk, you do have two options. Firstly, you may lose out on a bit of potential, as we may have a drop down to the first support line, and you may lose 15.62%, or you may even gain 8.76%. And of course, this is all price speculation and none of it is predictable. So please do your own research before you enter any of these trades.
So that's it for this video today. If you guys have enjoyed, make sure to like, comment and subscribe, and with that, I'll see you in the next video.